Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Yellow Jackets will put toe together and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense will get the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
The RPO fired complete to the left. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work, looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds a little space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Smart move to get down with the slide.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast, that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there and finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gives it on the option. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting...
Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still on his feet. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Into the secondary on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Pitt pushing the pace.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Off play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, he leads it with the back. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Going to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The give on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Pitt right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They are up by 7 over UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Fires downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Puts it out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Quickly complete. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on 2nd down. The quick out. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Pitt will try to... thing deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That's caught. It's Hester. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make the play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Yellow Jackets are threatening on first and goal. They'll send the back in motion. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Here's the handoff. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Rourke. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Ryan's his big tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball. Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Bringing the heat. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 20. just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 7 over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And they will score. Touchdown, Pitt. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gets the back moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Grab near the marker. It's Hester. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback making checks. He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Are you kidding me?
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. Now adjusting. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Find space on the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hester. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Pitt pushing the pace.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hester. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rourke. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love this instinct. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really